Okay, guys, we are on Tube now. Today, the subject is about music. I like you listen to music. I like to talk about music and hear the opinion of everybody. That's it, guys. We introduced ourselves. Now we start the first question. The first question is, what is your favorite genre of music and why? Okay. Let's see the Philip. Can you talk a little about
Come
your
on.
genre?
I like almost kind of genre. Uh, Nowadays, black, reggaeton, rock, pop rock, electronic, sertanejo, pagode. I like a lot. But nowadays, I try her more black and the reggaeton for try learn with the music.
Okay, the second question is about subgenre. You have some genre.
For I don't know. I only looking for the subgenres. It's new for me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I am reading the cache. Oh my god,
Yeah, because
I know only the principal genre, but nowadays a lot. I know a lot
yeah,
genre,
for example,
subgenres.
I love rock and roll, but in rock and roll we have a lot of subgenre. For example, I have a melodic rap
Mm,
metal, have a rock and roll, rockabilly. Exists a lot of subgenre inside the rock music because that sometimes the people have one or more that love more. For example, answer these questions. I like rock is the my favorite genre. And the subgenre I like more is heavy metal. I listen more heavy metal, but
mhm.
I like a rock in general. If I listen every kind of rock, and the others kinds of genre too. I like classic music and
Mm.
some pop, electronic, but my favorite is rock and roll. The first question is why do you like the
I,
you
I grew up with
you said about
this song. I I don't want one word for share with you because I heard one song and I like and put you on playlist. I don't
yeah
like this song. So
yeah you don't have any kind of influence yes you grow listen and oh I like this and
yes,
that's
yes, yes. The
yeah.
most song that I heard nowadays, I grew up with, for example, Black, 2000, yes, 2000, 2000 years, for example, Chris Brown, Neil,
Mm,
um, Fault Boy, this band, this artist. So I grew up with this guy. So I don't know. In my playlist, I need new song for play with you. After this immersion, enviem para mim só a playlist de vocês, que tô precisando atualizar a minha.
yeah. Well, my playlist is pretty I don't know pretty particular. I have songs that anyone more like. But that's it. Thank you, Philip.
Thank you, Leandro.
Hey, you, Luis. Can you answer the second question about the songs, your genre or your subgenre you like most?
Yes, I guess my favorite is Japanese city pop from the 80s. I don't know why exactly. I guess influence of my family and I don't know. I was born into Y2K. I don't know if it's just my kind of thing, but I like very much. I listen to every day, like doing the dishes, cleaning my house. Uh, I got about the subgenres. I don't know. I don't know the name of this kind of music, but I like very much progressive metal because it's aggressive and I need this excitement, and hard techno too.
That's great. And you said about your family influenced you.
Yes.
Yeah. Have some because I listen a lot or have go, get bring you to some shows or what
Yes,
happened?
I am a Nipo Brazilian person, so my family, the Japanese part, used to like play karaoke,
Uh,
singing like Miki Matsubara and this kind of things. So it was very present in my childhood. I like it very much, and I like to listen to nowadays.
yeah, Japanese like a lot karaoke. I know a little
Yeah.
about the culture. It's common in the happy hour go to some bar to to sing. Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Here,
from a very musical family.
yeah, that's great. You have some professional musical musician in your family or no? Or not? Only
No,
for
no,
joy.
just amateurs and enthusiastic.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, thank you, Luis. And Luis Bastos. What about you?
Um, my playlist is so eclectic, but the kind of song that I love is rock and roll. Mm, I have a lot of sub genres of rock and roll, like indie, poppy, heavy metal, and as I said, it's so eclectic. I have some reggae, I have some beats like Tupac and Snoop Dogg too, that I love it too much. Dr. Dre too. I have some techno songs and like Kraftwerk. A lot of songs from Brazil, like the Brazilian bands in the 80s that I love, like Barão Vermelho, and Cazuza, and Capital Inicial. It's a eclectic song. I love reggae a lot. Bob Marley, Julian Marley, Zig Marley, um, all of the word genre of reggae. But the most kind of music are rock and roll. Sometimes I get some hard songs, some hard beats, like Iron Maiden, AC/DC, and Metallica that I love it. But I have slow beats too, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, like The Purple, this kind of song. I love music. It's an eclectic playlist.
Yeah, rock and roll have many many kind of styles in genre. Yeah. And you are was influenced because you have some what motivates you to like
Man,
this?
I live in Rio and I hate samba and pagode. I hate that. If it's played in some event, I'm going out. I really rate that. I can't stay with that kind of song in
I
my
understand.
mind. I think when I was young, I was a surfer in my youth and have a too much music influence by Australian and United States music and Hawaiian songs like Louise playing ukulele. It's a piece of song from Hawaii. And in my degree in university, they have a band and they have a rock and blues band, and I play harmonica with them. Um, I think that is my influence. I have seen a lot of shows here. Is capital of the culture in Brazil. We have a lot of bands here that growing up in Rio, making the how can I say the style of the music culture here in Rio. We have a traditional place that play songs for new bands. The name is Circo Voador. Is the best acoustic of Rio, just for a few people with very quality
Have
sound, and
have many
that's
options
it.
in Rio. Yeah, Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, we have a lot of options, not like São Paulo for
Yeah,
sure, but we have a big scenario of samba here.
yeah.
São Paulo is more rock, but we have our place to listen that, and I think that's it.
It's amazing. Thank you, Luis. And you, Yasmin? Yasmin, do you have some favorite gender?
Yeah, I love all of genders, I think, but my favorite is rock too. I think my subgender favorite depends a lot of my mood. Depends to my need too. So in the days that I need to be more calm, I usually listen soft rock like Arctic Monkeys. And in the days that I need a lot of energy, I listen hard rock, heavy metal, and pop rock too is a good one too. I think this is my favorite.
And someone influenced you? You have some
I
motivation?
think my family didn't listen to much music like in meetings of family is where rare we listen music, but when we listen, usually is rock or old musics like Chitãozinho Chororó and things like that. So I think my influence went from that.
Yeah, my father loves country music in certain nation. Yeah, it's different of country because country is similar. Have electric guitar is similar rock country in the United States. But my father love sertanejo. Uh, I have a lot of people around me that use it to listen pagode, this kind of thing. I grow it up, influenced but by this, but I don't know why. I love rock, and every time I have heard only rock and roll. Here in my city, have a lot of place to go. Have bars, not no more, but in my teenagers have bar places to when have amateur bands playing. Um, in radios, I have three or five, 4 or 5 radios playing rock, and I was influenced in my teenagers. I discovered some bands in listening with my friends. Now I love this, and I like to classical music. Since my teenager, I have some CDs. I listen classical music. I listen electronic too because I was one hobby. Yeah, before before internet. Oh my gosh, I'm old. Before internet, I recorded and not tapes. I put my earphone in recorded, did some. I waited some music for hours to recording. Yeah, was one hobby, and nowadays I love music. Yeah, it's easy. And it's easier listen music now. Okay, guys. Number 3. Which artists or bands do you most admire? Yasmin, you have some band that you admire most?
Yeah, I think Queen is a classic of rock. They're just gods of rock. And Fred Mercury's voice is incredible. Other band that I like is Imagine Dragons. Was a band that I mostly listened in last year. Appear in my Spotify retrospective. So is a band that I listen a lot to. And I think for me is the artist that I most admire and listening to.
That's amazing. I listen Queen a lot. I love Queen. It's difficult to choose one band. I have a lot of them that I love. I like a lot Dream Theater. Is I believe is alternative rock. Dream Theater is I like it to Led Zeppelin. These old bands, the bands more for 80s and 70s. It's difficult. In 90s, I believe. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of bands that I like. It's crazy. I can't choose one. I can't choose. That's it. And for you, Felipe, do you have some favorite band?
I have a lot. Uh, the classic Michael Jackson. I like Linkin Park, Fault Boys, Simple Plan, Chris Brown,
Yeah.
uh,
Oh my gosh.
Sebastian Yatra, Nick Jam, Ozuna. I lot arts I like a lot bands. So which only one, it's very difficult for me.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. I remember I have a LP, a disco, the Thriller. Yeah. Uh, Hoje em dia eu não sei. I don't know. Is LP is vinyl? I believe vinyl of Michael Jackson. Yeah, I don't buy. I received by a gift this from my uncle. Yeah, my uncle have a lot of discos, and I received of Michael Jackson in I had 7 years. I was 7 years old, and that's amazing because it was part of my construct um, my behavior to my likes for music. That's it. And Louise, have some favorite band?
I guess my favorite it's Mitski. I like her a lot, but the artist that I most admire is Bjork. I don't know what kind of music she makes because I don't know the name, but whatever she is making, she's doing it right because it's so beautiful and genius. I think she's very experimental. So I admire her a lot.
I don't know. Mitski. I
No, Mitski is my favorite, but I was talking about Bjork.
Bjork. I put here. I will listen this. Uh, what kind of song is is about? What genre?
It's some I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what kind of music she does, but it's something like conceptual and abstractive or experimental. It's very it's something mixed with voices and electronic.
Mm,
It's
that's amazing.
different.
Yeah, it's
It's
different.
very
Yeah.
different.
I will try. I will try. I have one
Into
band
Brazil.
that's I like it a lot is the Project. Yeah, the Project is electronic rock and mix of stuff. I remember now. And Luis Bastos. Do you admire some band?
I love them. I have a lot of bands that I'm loving. Nowadays, I have been listening a lot Led Zeppelin that I love too. And I love as Philip Silva says, the mix of the rock and roll, the explosive mix of the rock and roll and the rap of Linkin Park. I think it's amazing, really
Mhm.
amazing. I haven't listened it a lot, and I try to discover new songs, just in reggae or in rock and roll. I found a German song in 2002 in a pub in London, sitting alone in a pub that's just playing rock and roll. I was listening that and so fascinated. I don't remember now, but it's so hard kind of music. In the reggae style, I have listened Soldier. I have listened Julia Marley too. There are some new songs about them. I think this is my favorite bands.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I have a lot of bands to share. Sometimes I discover with you some bands, some movies, and I try and I like it. Okay, guys. Number four. How does music influence your mood, daily life? Yasmin, I was talking a little about this. To me, I believe influenced a lot my humor. When I'm sad, I put some heavy metal, some speed music, and my mood totally change for be more with more energy. And the opposite happen too. Sometimes when, for example, yes, yesterday I was trying go to bed and I agitated and I put I was listening Sepultura. I was in this vibe, and I need to go to bed and don't feel sleepy. And I put a classical song, and yeah, it was good to be more calm and go to bed. Yeah. Yasmin, can you talk a little about your mood? How does influence you?
Sure. I noticed one thing for me. When I forget to listen music in 1 week, I start to feel depressed, and oh my god, I noticed this in a week that I was so sad, and I remember, oh my god, I didn't listen one music this week, and after this, my mood just grow up, so really influence my mood. And when I need to feel more calm, I try to put calm music. When I try to study, I usually try to listen classical musics too, soft musics or musics that I know the letter, the beat too, because is like my mind will not worry about uh, pay attention in the music, so it is good for me too. And when I tried, I need to feel more 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 addicted or try to do things fast. I usually put hard musics and musics that are more happy and totally influence my mood. I don't know what was me without listening one music per day at least. I always try to put music when I was doing something at my home or I'm just resting. I usually put a music if I'm not listening nothing. So I think will influence my daily life.
Thank you for your contribution, Yasmin. To me, the same. I totally agree with you, and I feel sad sometimes because uh, I have some songs that I would like to listen, and in my routine day, I need to do some math or some programming, and I need to pay attention. It is impossible to me listen, and I need to have to listen in your other time. Yeah, because when I study, I need to be concentrated. Have some I become some distracted with some kind of music, not with classical or with instrumental music, but the bands, the general bands, I can't put in listen. And is like you said, I become sad sometimes, and I remember, oh, I don't listen any music this week. I need to listen something. That's it. I need to remember to listen something to change my mood for to 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 be better with my mood. Yeah, grow up my mood. And you, Philip, can you answer this?
Yes. In my case, I believe my mode influence the music. For example, today I grew up very tired, so I need to hear one stronger music. For example, rock or electron. For I grew up, wake up. Sorry, wake up. When I very happy, I run pagode or run reggaeton, the music that dance, for example. But guys, nowadays I'm changing. I heard more podcasts. I am see my Spotify, and the most time I am heard podcast. I'm changed a little, no, because I don't know. I like podcast. I like her interview. For example, when I go to the gym, I don't know why, but I like her one podcast. It's for me. It's making me more stronger. Or when I practice one sport, for example. So I think it.
You said I think that I don't know. I became adult and boring. I need to go to capital and take a train and in a subway, and I put some classes of English. Repeat after me. I'm going to and so repeat after me. I was practicing English, but was a moment to to listen music, but I was using my time to study. Yeah, I using my time to listen classes of English. Uh, yeah, that's it. We change our habits sometimes. And Louise, and you?
Music influencing my energy during the day, I guess. Running is a big part of my life. So when I need to run like faster or slower, I have the influence of music. By the way, when I need to run faster, I listen to Sweet Dreams Are Made of This because it's so, I don't know, I need this excitement to keep running or I stop. I just can't. So it's like a partner in this type of exercise or something like that.
Ah, that's amazing. Philip talk about go to the gym and listen podcasts. I just like the music that play in the gym. When I go to the gym, I need to have
Same.
my music. Yeah, it's different. Uh, I just like when put some song in the gym. It's not connected with exercise. It's a
Yes,
popular music, but
it's
uh,
horrible.
uh, yeah, it's horrible. And you, Luis, can you answer this question, number four?
Yes, yes, for sure. I think music stay with me in my free time, just in my free time. When I'm working, I don't listen to music. I have to stay concentrated, and it disturbing my concentrated, so I need silence. But in my free time, an example, going to the beach in my car, I'm going, if I'm going to do some activity, I like more fast songs. If I'm going with my family and we just rather to relax, I don't put this kind of songs. We, we listen more calm music. That depends of the journey that you are on. If you stay calm, you listen calm music. If you want to stay fast, you listen fast beats. I think that's it.
That's this guy. Yeah, I remember is I totally agree with you. Yeah, exist songs that is for you listen in particular because if you play in some part, only you like this, and have songs to play in parts to play with family. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if we will have time for answer ever question. I would like to know if you like choose some to answer. Um, okay, Philip, can you choose one question that you like it to answer?
Okay. Hi guys, one quiz for me, but I am very horrible. So I don't respond this question, but I like her your opinion. Question 8. How do you discover new music and the artists? In my case, with shows or with movies, because I don't know how can I addict some new music because I always heard the same music. So I would like to hear your opinion.
Okay, I like to go on YouTube and play some kind of music and try to see the similar songs and go discover. Or I go to some. I have one. I don't know, but I have one site that you put songs in this site play this show to you similar bands with the same kind of song. And I like to hear opinion about people, about new songs. I try to discover when I see a single and or the other musician. I go to Wikipedia and I see the bands that this guy played, and I try to find and discover these songs. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes I play songs that I dislike the genre to know or discover or change my mind, but is the way that I try to discover. Can you answer that, Yasmin?
As for me, the way that I used to discover new artists and musics, I usually listen on Spotify. And when you go to the artist's page and roll down, you can see some options, and there are I'm saying here shows up in is like a playlist that these artists appear, and usually is playlists with the same vibe and the same gender too. So it's a good way to discover uh, musics that are similar or artists that are similar too. And are is another option that is discover in is like a playlist that other people discover these artists. So, for example, I'm seeing here Lana Del Rey profile, and there are a lot of playlists that people discover her, like Summer Party and My Life is a Movie and things like that that have movie musics with the same vibe. So I usually discover in that way.
Thank you, Yasmin. It's good tips for me. I try this when I like to discover. I want to discover something. Yeah, I put a website here that is a little tool. You put a band, is have a cloud, the band that is like this, the kind of band you like. I use sometimes. Uh, and you, Luis Bastos, have your opinion about?
Well, nowadays it's so easy to do that. I remember in the 80s and 90s how difficult it was to find a new song. you have to watch TV programs, specific TV programs. And we don't have too much cable options to see the TV. So we have a program in 80s and 90s that's called Reality. It was a meeting of youth that you discover new songs about beats, about surfing, about the new scenario and what's going on in US and in Europe. And that's where we found new songs in 80s and 90s. Nowadays, it's so easy. And where I put my favorite songs on Spotify, I can mix them with new kinds of songs that sound like them. So it's so easy nowadays. But in the past, it was really, really difficult. I remember when a friend going to a trip from to Bali or Hawaii or California, and when they come back, they bring a lot of new songs, new kind of music. What's going on there? It was a different moment if we compare with nowadays. It's so different, really,
Yeah,
really different.
nowadays,
Now it is easy, Felipe. It's so easy.
yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, of course. I'm feel now old man.
Yeah, well, you
But
said,
of course, Spotify is amazing for look for a
yeah,
new song, a new artist.
technology help a lot. For
Yeah,
example, have an app, Shazam. I remember in 90s, I listened some song. The song is in my mind. Oh, what's the name of this song? What is artist is that? Nowadays, you get an app, lyrics. You sing the harmony, the
mhm.
melody of song. The app discover to you. Oh,
From Google, no? Readings
yeah,
Google.
yeah,
It's
Google
amazing.
or it's easier. And you, Louise.
I like Tiny Desk concerts very much. I don't know if you guys know about the NPR channel on YouTube. There are some tiny concerts in an office. It's literally an office, so it's very nice to get to know other bands and artists. There are like artists from around the world, even Brazil, like Lineker. Lineker played there, so it's nice to know new bands and discover artists.
That's amazing. Have one other website is Radio Garden. Radio Garden have a globe. The world you can listen radios from the other part of world,
Nice.
and you have a name of the band. Sometimes have a name of the bands is playing or and the song is one. It's possible to discover new words. Okay, are you ask for Yasmin? Yasmin, can you choose one question to answer?
Sure. Let me see for one here. Um, okay, I will choose the 11 because I think it's a good question for this is how does music influence culture and society? There are some cultures that are totally devoted to music, like Korean culture, because there mostly a biggest way to get famous is get into the music, but is something that is real hard for some people. They training for a lot of years. I heard from people that training for like 10 years. Uh, voice training and body training for that too. And at the end, never became famous. So there is a biggest contest for music there. So I think totally influenced culture. Like I think all of we even heard about at least one Korean artist that became famous in a biggest way. Like a biggest way. So real influence the culture, and they see in another way. Like in Korea is men need to go to oh my God, I forget how is exército in English. But they need to go to exército. But if they are famous, they can make the time to go more far from the day we are because of the fame. So their music influence a lot their culture. Yeah, thank you, Izarmi. But I think I can explain it. It is really important for there. How do you think about it, Luis?
I think there are a lot of influence in the society and in the culture when I see how some artists growing up in digital platforms like YouTube, I feel so scared about it. Sometimes they have a good content of the music, a good kind of the music, but most part of them are terrible. When I see that, I feel so scary about that. I was there's a guy here in Rio for the rap scene. Rap is the abbreviation, rhythm and poesy. The name of this guy is Felipe Hatch. And I was surprised about them. I don't like the kind of music that he do, but I have a friend that is a journalist and he make an interview with him. And the guy have too much culture for the kind of music that he produce. He talking about they have a tattoo from Clarice Lispector. You know, they have some phrases about some intelligent points, but for me, for my generation, we don't like the beat. But some people that are more younger, they love them. They love this kind of music. We have a big scene of guys that are growing up in the digital mode. We have a lot of them. Most of them are in rap. Uh, I don't know. There's another name that is different. It's new for me, and I don't remember. But when they influence the society of the behavior of the the younger people. I think when I going out, I can see in some place people watching this kind of listening this kind of music, and it's different. It's a different culture that I'm living. And we have an eclectic city here, like São Paulo, and I think that's it. We have too many different artists that are influence the society and the kind of music that people are listening.
Thank you, Luis. Uh, I agree with you. The artists influenced the people in around in can change. They can change the behavior. In uh, this is things that happen. The industry can impulse the artist to make songs that you make more money. Yeah. In the other artists that have talent maybe is underrated, but and don't have this kind of impulse to be famous or appreciated. Yeah, I believe it is. Uh, and you, Louise, can you do your opinion about this question?
Yes. I am with Yasmin. I think Korean music influence in culture a lot, even in Brazil. We can see the influence of Korean art in general here in Brazil, such as in TV shows like doramas or in food. I live near Bom Retiro, a Korean neighborhood here in São Paulo. And every weekend we have like lots of lines in the restaurants and the cafe, the coffee shops and stuff to know the Korean food, Korean culture, and have this experience. So I think it is based on the success of Korean music in general too, in this generation, like Gen Z or millennials.
Thank you, Luis. Korea expend a lot of money to inside industry to
Yes.
to make bands. Have some people that try to be famous. It don't. I was watching a documentary about this. Yeah, because is young people try to participate in a K-pop band, a group, no? It's a group. And need to abandon the school in, to be trained and need to have famous. Uh, if not, is a disgrace for family. Don't have schools and don't be famous. Yeah. That's it. And Philip, can you talk a little about this question? The last one to answer.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, Philip, can you?
My
I can hear.
computer is make a little joke now. But come on. Yes, I agree with you. When I see the teenagers, I see how the music influence. For example, in São Paulo, funk is the most music that people heard in São Paulo, for example, and I feel how the music influenced the other people. For example, teenagers, when I say, because they sing about their wishes, they think that I'm hate, and the companies, no companies closers or or how can I say companhias, né mesmo? Companies. So that's it. Nossa, gente, eu não tô vendo vocês, travou aqui pra mim, desculpa.
No problem. Guys, I like it a lot talking with you. Don't have more time because have the other reunion after me. And I hope you have a good week. Thank you. I would like to greet everybody to come here and talk. Please answer the question, the survey. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Luis, Yasmin, Philip, for coming and come more time. See ya. Have a nice
Bye,
night.
guys. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Have a nice day.